you know how long I've been looking for you? Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Merchant to the great house.
Where's that help I was promised? I can't deal with this on my own.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Well, look at this. If it isn't the scamp I sent to clear out the dung heap. Going to get a little rough for you, Scrap? Sure took you long enough. This is a gathering of the Undaunted, and you're about to become one of us. Hope your ears are ready to bleed. Put it
What
together,
in the name of
Mutts!
Vivek do you
We've
put
got
in this
a new
stuff?
scamp that's ready to risk life and limb for glory! And I say, we welcome the scamp as only we know how!
I could always use an assistant, or a scribe to record my exploits.
I think the new blood could help me in the privy. I'm not supposed to lift anything heavy.
You're looking pretty light from here, Felvin. I propose a toast to the newcomer.
Hear, hear! A toast!
Aye, a toast and a song!
Hear, hear!
To those who fall in battle to the new scamp, how shameful it must be to look upon that ugly face as the last thing you see.
To those who fall in love with the scamp, for they have sacrificed so much for so little.
To the new scamp's blacksmith. Unused swords rarely need repair.
Fine toasts, one and all. Now, for the song.
Who knows no fear of beast or blade?
Undaunted! Undaunted!
Who knows no fear of Daedric plains.
We are undaunted!
Who knows no fear of death, of age?
Undaunted!
Undaunted!
We are undaunted! Not bad for a bunch of half-wit drunks. Take pride in being undaunted, Scamp. Your deeds will live on long after your body fails. What are you looking at? The song's over. And we're done. You are now one of the Undaunted. Divines help you. That's all there is to it. Welcome to the fold, Scamp. You may one day have as many notches in your axe as I do. Oh, who am I kidding? No, you won't. What do you get? How about unending glory? A life of pride and satisfaction? That good enough for you? Indeed. Undaunted always ask for more. More danger, more treasure. But we take care of our own. We know how to fight, and we'll teach you. If you stick around. We have an armory, and we'll arm you for a fee. If you stick around. What should you do? You're undaunted. Go kill something big. And let all Tamriel know of your exploits.
We are undaunted! Riches and wealth pale in comparison to hard-earned glory.
Do you know how long I've been
Indrasa?
looking for you?
What have you heard about the Covenant attack?
No. Most
I
of the
wasn't
Covenant soldiers
talented.
we met drank
After
beer.
3 months of training, I could barely light a
You
candle.
wouldn't have liked it. The Mages Guild is all dust and rules.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
We raised fire.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
You there. How would you like to do something worthwhile?
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Cold Harbor. She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly. Tread carefully in Molog Baal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you. After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy. The God of Schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus created a chink in his own armor. We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When you enter the Foundry to recover Lyris, I can keep his attention focused on me. He will be blind to you for a time. It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molog Baal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever you travel there.
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick? Then he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you can't stay. You have to leave before they find you here. You don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the foundry. I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'm an empty shell. And the fragments are reflections of my worst fears and most painful memories. I can't. I don't think I can face them. I'll do my best. Lead on. These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them anymore. This can't be. It looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are! Your mind and soul are already...
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gjaldr, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here? Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child, just as I love you, more than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This started out as a nightmare, but now everything's different. I never thought I'd get the chance to tell my father how I felt. It's like a weight has been lifted. We should keep moving. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here. Careful. Keep your head down.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time.
50? Let's hope the beast gets a lashing.
All right, let's get back to it. Act natural.
Did you find something? Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. A warrior without her armor is like a bear without claws. Excellent. I'm ready. It's good to be back in my armor again. Watch your step. All the mining has made these tunnels unstable. Abner Thorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe! It's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood, old friend? My axe. Ah, it feels good to have it back. It's part of me. Losing it was like losing an arm. I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. but it's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him... I could have strangled him with my bare hands. And now... I think he was right. That hatred was poisoning me. Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough to take on Umaril the Unfeathered himself. I feel... like a warrior again. We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide. But now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it. Stand back! No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. Did you hear that? It sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai, what's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing is going to keep me from helping Sai. Something's wrong. All the doubt, the fear, the loneliness. It's all coming back. I have to push through this. Let's go. Of all my fears, I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me. I did it! The voices, the whispering, it's gone. This whole time it was like watching myself from a distance. Disconnected. Now, this is the best I've felt in years. Like I've been reborn. And I owe it all to you. Thank you. Let's get out of here. We need to rescue Sai. Then we've got a world to save.
Child. Are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
And she would need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Manimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Manimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the amulet, we must first locate Sai Sahan. For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on. Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell, Vestige. When the time comes, I will call upon you once more. I won't advise you to travel safely. I know you too well. But keep your wits about you and learn.
You pulled me from the pits of oblivion. I owe you a debt of honor, small one. And a Titanborn pays her debts. It's a wretched place. A haunt of cowards, traitors, and lost souls. And Daedra. Their vile spells violated my mind. Forced me to doubt myself, to disobey my own will. They'll pay for that. And pay dearly. After the Soul Burst, one of the five, Sai Sahan, fled with the Amulet of Kings. According to the Prophet, it's the only object in the world that can repair the tear in the veil between Tamriel and Oblivion. I'm no mage. I'm a warrior. I have no knowledge of such things. My skill is with a blade, as Manimarco will discover when I remove his head from his narrow shoulders. Yes, I'll be fine, now. I know it sounds strange, but I knew you would come. I had faith in you. I still do. I hope we can be good friends.
It's times like these when I wish I had more help around here. Is there something I can get you? Well, I might have some around here someplace, but Kyne's heart is very rare and valuable. I can make a fair bit of gold if I hold out for the right price. What? Why didn't you say so? I owe Dithesa more than I could ever repay. Plus, he's always been a good customer. Please, take this. It's all I have left.
I guess I should be thankful the Malborn ignored us. Still rude of them, though. The Malborn stink of deceit and treachery. I spit venom in their general direction.
As soon as the plague husks are gone, we're going to go into the catacombs and see what valuables the Malborn left behind.
Where did you go to get those ingredients? Windhelm? No matter, you're here now. Were you able to acquire everything on my list? Healing herbs, dragon scale mushrooms, sour milk tea. Yes, it's all here. I need to stay here and monitor my patient's condition. Go over to the alchemy table and mix those ingredients together, please. You did it? Well done. I never doubted you for an instant. Now, let me have the mixture, if you please. This appears to be perfect. I truly am impressed. Now we'll see what happens and leave the rest in the Tribunal's hands. Our friend has done well. I'm not sure this will cure the plague, but it should at least slow down its progress. All right, that's it. Visiting time is over. Everyone out and let my patient rest.
You heard the lady. Let's go wait outside.
Please, Mother Morrowind, please help Dethisum get well.
Didn't you hear what I said? Out! The patient needs time to let the potion work its magic.
Nilene knows what she's doing. Dethisum will be fine. You'll see.
I don't know how to thank you. Without your help, the Molborn would have destroyed the Cirque. I know. His fate is in the Three's hands now, but he certainly has a fighting chance thanks to you. Here, take this. There's no way I can truly repay you for what you've done for the Cirque, but it's a start.
I'm happy to say that the suppressant works. It's not a cure, but it should buy me the time I need to find a way to beat the plague.
That's wonderful news. If I wasn't worried about spreading the plague, I'd kiss you right on the lips.
I must admit, your help was invaluable. It may not be a cure, but I can certainly use the suppressant to slow the progress of the plague to a crawl. Hopefully, that will give me or the healers in Mournhold time to develop a proper curative.
About what I said, about kissing you on the lips. You know, that was just the heat of the moment, right? Anyway, thanks again for your help.
I knew Nilene could do it. I trained her well, and she was an apt pupil. Of course, we only have enough of the suppressant to aid the Cirque. We have to hope that the Loda's plague hasn't spread too far into the Deshaan countryside yet.
Narcissus must hear of this. So the Maulborn lied to everyone. I figured as much. This doesn't bode well for Narcissus, though. Narcissus sent me to investigate quarantined Cirque. Now that I know a mad cult is poisoning our people, I'm even more concerned. The Maulborn are a menace. They're appearing all across Deshaan. Even Narcissus is in danger. I need to stay here and finish my investigation. If you're heading south, would you carry a message to guard Verilu at Narcissus? She needs to know what happened here.
There you are,
When
Vestige.
are the guards going to do
Come to
something
the
about our
harbours.
missing
We
people?
must speak.
I assure you, we're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is, but...
Excuses!
The hero
When your
of
family
Davon's
disappears,
watch.
what excuse will you use
What I
then?
wouldn't have given to see
I'll find them
Balrus
myself.
destroy the
Just stay out of my
Daggerfall army.
way.
Orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not sure how much more we can take. You don't know the half of it. It's the damned Lodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narcissus to avoid getting sick. Of course, that's not what the remaining villagers believe. They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it. Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear you out. I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off kilter. If only the house counselors would see it that way.
Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing. This confirms it. The Maulborn need to be wiped out. Thanks for bringing this news, Traveler. I'll inform the house leaders at once. What are the Maulborn up to? Why experiment with a plague? It doesn't make sense.
I told you, we're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narcissus isn't safe, stranger. Not that House Hlalu cares. Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the house counselors don't tell them to. I'm not going to become a victim. That's why I'm leaving. No one does anything in Narcissus if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider. They might decide you're sick. Plague this, plague that. It's their only concern lately.
So many people have gone. Damn the plague. Who am I going to sell my delicious beverages to? Maybe it's time for me to move on.
So many people have left or simply disappeared. My profits are falling faster than the level of mead in a Nord fest hall. Please, tell me you're here to buy something.
Fight something you can't see. It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by bit. Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The house leaders debate how to keep the plague out of Narcissus. How to protect us. Why do they even bother? They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slowly fade away, one by one, as the plague takes us all. Gates can't stop it. We can't lock it out. Enjoy your last days, outsider. For the plague takes us all in the end.
Narcissus has been cursed. Plague take us all!
This one makes soup. Tasty, fills your belly, keeps the plague away.
The wife has disappeared, but the gods refuse to act.
How terrible. I heard slips through fingers lost her egg
We
sister.
never should have left Eastmarch. Do I look feverish to you? We should never have left Eastmarch.
Things will get better. I'm sure of it.
Never should have left Eastmarch.
I can't smell your soul.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix another wagon wheel or something. Everyone just wants to get out of here. Look around. Narcissus is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it, it's driving everyone away. Or maybe that crazy story the villagers chatter on about is true. I guess anything's possible. I think the people are scared. And they should be. The Lodos plague rushes onward, and Narcissus is directly in its path. If there's any truth to the other rumors, then I'm sure the House Councilors will deal with it.
Did you hear about the Cirque? There is no cure.
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narcissus, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you? You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Lotus Plague. Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus, and we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead. I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded. Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such drastic measures aren't called for. Though I admit, visitors have been few due to recent events. I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Perhaps Giron is right. I just don't know. Ah, Narcissus, my beloved city. At its peak, Narcissus was a vibrant center of trade. Merchants would come from far and wide to hawk their wares. Profits grew, and House Hlalu reinvested it in the city. That seems like so long ago. Most are back east, dealing with corruption inside Mournhold. Few want to enter a region ravaged by plague. But I won't give up. I'll weather this storm and lead Narcissus back to prominence.
I trust Councillor Raldin. He never failed us before.
I think Giron's plan has merit.
Giron and Ralden used to be such good friends.
I asked Mournhold to send healers, but all they gave us was Veron Dovel.
Where do you think you're going?
You're the first interesting thing to walk into Narcissus in a long time. Really? Plague, kidnappings, hostile cultists? Boring? Just ask my father, the house councillor. He says there's nothing to the rumors. No one ever wants to talk to me. Fine. He's probably in the kin house.
The plague is coming, and we must be ready.
How could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. My apologies, just talking to myself, don't mind me. Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. What's it to you, anyway? Why are you in my master's house? He's an important person in Narcissus. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. But don't touch his journal. He can get frightfully angry. How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room upstairs is off limits. I stay down here, cleaning, just as my master tells me.
Rest assured, the Moleborn pose no threat to House Hlalu. My husband guarantees it.
Doomuk take you, thief.
No questions.
So much to do, so much to do.
My cousin works to protect us from the spread of the plague.
Cause trouble, and you'll be sorry.
Some of my family traveled to the Cirque to seek a cure.
March into the grave.